Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Dr. Scott. Good to see you here on this Tuesday morning. A little snowy and cold out here in Iowa. I should say snowy, cold. Kids actually have a 2-hour delay from school today. That's how cold it is out there. Myself organized here. Excuse me for just a second. Good. All right, so I would love to hear any feedback on how everything's going with your morning routine. All the feedback I've gotten has been wonderful so far. I'll say I spilled some coffee on myself already today. Good start for me. All the feedback I've received has been excellent. That doesn't mean people aren't out there just hating on it. Those aren't usually the people that tell me things. So I hope you've had some great success so far getting your morning routine down. Man, I like to think I'm probably 90% good anyway when I do my morning routines, like throughout the year, except for a couple of vacation times or whatever. But I'm probably closer to 96% so far this year. I really got it in the groove, really feeling good about it. Obviously, I'm teaching it, so I learn more from teaching it. But I hope you're getting the same success. I hope you've been able to add, just a little bit every day that makes your morning routine better. So again, don't add something if you think it's something you should do but you don't want to do. Like I mentioned yesterday, music is not something that I spend a bunch of time on. You know what? And shortly thereafter, yesterday afternoon, when I was working out, I actually put my earphones in and listened to music. And because I was conscious of it and aware of it, I was trying to figure out how it was. And there is a big difference for me as far as my workout's concerned. Not from the music. I really don't even think I hear it. I think it's more from having the headphones in. I've got the ones that stick right in there and I can't hear anything. Like my daughter walked in while I was working out and was talking to me and I couldn't hear her at all. I feel like that closed off is more important to me with music than it was if I was playing it off my computer. I'd still come over and check things. But since I'm like here, it kind of keeps me over there. So music to me, again, is more of a silencer than it is an actual motivator for me. I can't remember one song that I heard while I was working out yesterday. So anyways, we're supposed to be adding things that we think will benefit us personally. And again, it's different from everybody. This one, today's topic, I really feel will benefit everybody. And it is reading. And I was trying to remember the saying. Is it that not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers? Or is it the other way around? Either way, to become a leader, you need to be a reader. So last year when we did this series, I happened to be in Chicago while this subject came up. And I was working with a client of mine, Dr. Tony, who's gone from doing $500,000 a year to doing $1.5 million a year in the time that we've worked together. And one of the reasons is, I know I didn't treat him any differently than any of my other clients. I think all of my clients have that potential. He's just one that has really taken advantage of it. His morning routine is spot on. We did the show together in the morning and we had breakfast together and his morning routine is spot on. And he spent a lot of it reading. More reading than I would do in the morning. I focus more on my exercise and nutrition. He focuses more on the reading. Not that he's bad at nutrition or exercise either. Don't get me wrong there. But as far as the morning routine is concerned, I forget how much time he spends, but I think it was probably 45 minutes every morning reading a book. And he goes through a lot of books for that reason. And his success shows that it's effective. So, that coffee is extra good today. So find some time for reading. For me, it is not that much in the morning. And I have 2 questions of the day for you, if you see them up there in the description. Number 1 is your favorite personal development book. And I would still say 7 Habits for me, which I am actually in the middle of reading again right now. And as you can see through there, there's lots of highlights and dog ears. And whew, I got a date on here for 05. But I read this. This was the first personal development book I read when I was a sophomore in college. Is that right? That is right. I was working as a personal trainer. My client, I don't think this is the copy. I believe I bought it since then. But my boss at the gym gave me this book, and I would go ahead and say it changed my life. And it looks like I bought this one in '05 because I started putting dates in here. And no, just looking at notes. I'm rereading it again right now. So that'd be mine. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People as far as personal development is concerned. The second question I have for you. So first question, best personal development book. Put it in the comments down below. Since I'm recommending you read as part of your morning routine, maybe we can get a list of books down below for other people to pick up on and take and run with them. I don't think you can see that. You can't, but I could probably make you see it. Underneath all those books is a bunch of other books down there. So a lot of E-Myth stuff, Cialdini, some J. Abraham, some more Stephen Covey. So that's where I keep my books for my morning reading. Sorry, messing with the camera here. So list your books down below. Maybe we can get a little list of them for other people to read. Is my lighting changing a lot depending on the focus? Weird camera. Anyways, that was question number 1. Question number 2 is where or when do you read? If you don't read in the morning, which is fine, where or when do you read? I know a lot of people just leave a book in the restroom, right? And they spend their time in there reading, making good use of that time. I can't blame you for that. But I really feel like even if you're just getting 5 minutes a day, a quick chapter of certain books, that's very, very beneficial for you. It just stimulates the brain. Reading is so much more effective, especially again on paper. I feel like it more than reading on a computer screen. I feel like you remember it better. Even if you just get one good thought every morning, something from an expert in personal development field or your field or wherever it might be, just one good thought each day that you do something and act upon, make a huge difference in your life over a period of time. Or you could be spending time learning, a certain skill. We're going to get into professional development as well, where I feel like we should be doing some skill work. For me, that's kind of part of your workday. It's like the first part of your workday. So here I look at the personal development side of things. So as far as where I read in my morning routine, very often I'm doing it on my Airdyne bike over there as part of my warm-up. When we get into supplements, you'll kind of see that part of my process. So when I come in the morning, I go over to the Airdyne, bring my book with me. My supplements are all over there, so I start on the Airdyne, but it's not like a workout for me. It's just kind of a warm-up. So I get the Airdyne going. I grab a couple of supplements, throw them in my mouth, drink some water, get to go a little bit more, finish up my supplements, and then I'll grab my book, and I won't use the arms. I'll read a little bit. And if I haven't finished that chapter when my 10 minutes up is up on the bike, then I'll come over here and just sit down and finish my reading before I go on to my other stuff. So I also read at night. Probably more than I do in the morning. The morning really is just a personal development book. I'm trying to get a chapter, I'm trying to get an idea, I'm trying to get a concept, something I can work on for that day. And then I also read at night before my nighttime routine. Once I put the kids to bed, I go read a couple chapters again of Tools of Titans right now. And, so I have 2 books I'm reading right now. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People in the morning out here, and Tools of Titans in the evening up there in my bedroom before my nighttime routine. So that's something that my wife calls lazy and I call efficient. I don't want to carry my book around with me, and I don't want to get in at night to go start reading and realize that my book's out here and have to come outside to the garage to get it. So again, my wife says that's lazy. I think it's efficient. I got 2 books going on at once because I know where my books are, and I know that I can depend on them being there when I want them there. I guess it'd be even worse if I came out here in the morning and my book was upstairs and I forgot to bring it out. Then I'd have to go back upstairs and get it. That's efficient. Anyways, the key here is to always be learning. And I know a lot of my docs, a lot of my clients over the years that I've talked to can tell me straight out that they got where they got to. They got the success they got because they were reading. But then they got enough success that they were so busy that that's the first thing that goes. They stopped reading. And now they're stuck. And now they're calling me for help. So my recommendation is read more. Continue reading. Get back on the reading of all the things that we've talked about in the morning routine series. I'm big on health, nutrition, fitness, that kind of stuff. And I feel like chiropractors should be, since we're health coaches as much as anything else. However, of all the things in the morning routine, I feel like reading is probably the most important for your overall success. I want you to be healthy. I want you to have your fitness. But at the same time, for you to grow your business and have success throughout your life, in your relationships, in your fitness, in your business, reading is probably the most important of all these tips. So find a time to read. Again, for me, it's 2 times. If it is just leaving a book in the bathroom and when you're in there, you spend that however much time it takes you. That's fine. Find a time to read. Even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, if you can get 45 minutes to an hour in there, obviously it'll make a big difference in your life. You get through more books, you'll get more learning, you get more success. And so my tip for the day, read. Use that as part of your morning routine. Put your favorite personal development book in the comments. Also tell me when or where you read if you're a reader. Talk to y'all soon.